Welcome back everyone to another headlight video. In today's video I'll show you guys how I retrofit a 2006 through 2011 Honda Civic sedan headlights. As you can see, the driver's side already mounted the projectors. These projectors that I used are bi-LED ZSE bi-LED projectors, and the driver's side is already mounted, but the passenger side is still not touched. But before we take it apart, what you need to do is park the car on a flat surface, like so, and then aim it against a flat wall and mark the light output where the original headlights are shining at. Mark the height of the light, and then we'll remove the headlights. So using a 10mm socket, remove this bolt right here. The second bolt is hiding right there, and the third bolt is hiding on the bottom of the headlight right there. That's the third bolt, and the fourth bolt is right here. So remove those 4 bolts and the headlights pops out. With the headlight out, unplug the plugs, press the button down and pops out. As for the high beam, do the same thing. Press the button and it pops out. Press it down, the button right here, press it down and pops out. The only one thing that's left right now, you can see the wires, they're mounted to the headlight. So what you do is take a needle, nose pliers, squish the sides and remove it, like so. And this bracket on the bottom of the headlight, for it we'll need to remove it by unscrewing the 10mm bolt right here. The 10mm bolt, unscrew that and this bracket comes out. The first thing to take apart is the bulb, the turn signal bulb. Push the counterclockwise and then remove it. Now with the bulb out, I'll be using a heat gun, a regular Harbor Freight heat gun, and you could go on high or low, and I like to use the high version. But this headlight is not that big. You could use an oven, electric oven. If you do use an oven, you can put it at 240 degrees Fahrenheit, about 110 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. And the glue that it has, it's a soft glue, so it comes out pretty easily. The headlight lens is off. So this thing was pretty easy. Took like 5 minutes. And now the next thing we'll have to remove is this little bulb shield. We'll have to remove it. And to do that, we'll have to flip the headlight up behind. We'll have to remove the bulb. Just twist it counterclockwise. And next, we'll have to remove this rubber grommet. Like so. And that exposes a little screw on the bottom right here. And that's what's hold the shield inside. So I'll take a Phillips screwdriver and we'll unscrew that. Now just pull it out. And it comes out like that. So these are the ZSE 6000K bi-LED projectors. There's a mechanism on the bottom and the thread that goes inside that hole, and you mount it on. There's the mounting point. This projector are pretty good for their price. I will definitely need to seal the back end because as you can see, it's not watertight, so that's not a problem. We could fix that to make it watertight. And let's install it. Feed the wires through. Like so. Then take a 9006 washer, fit that through. Then the actual nut itself, feed it through. And then hold the projector from the other side. So let's see. And that's how the projector is sitting so far. There might be a rotation problem. So next we'll install it on the car and start adjusting the height. Before we start testing it, I want to show you guys how I wired this setup. So I had a 9007 plug in stock, so I end up using that. What I did is I took positive from low beam and positive from high beam, and then grounded the middle wire and kept the original stock harness factory. I did not cut the original stock harness. This is the blue one is the high beam, the white one is low beam, and this small white one is the turn signal. So in case he wants to go back to stock, he just unplugs this plug right here and plugs these 3 plugs back up. As for now, what plugs will plug is this plug will plug into turn signal, this plug will plug into the stock high beam, and the white one is going to be just dangling without any use for now. And this is how this setup is made. It's going to the controller. The controller runs the LED, and this is the high beam for the projectors. The headlight is installed. Now we'll try it on and see how it shines. It is straight, so it's facing the right direction. The only thing, it's a little tilted to the left, so I had to tilt it, put it more straight and raise it way higher than what it's shining right now at. To aim them higher, I take a grinder like this, just usual grinder, and see this 4 corners? Right here and right here. That's where I grind. So that about looks right. See where I grinded? If I need the projector to be aimed even higher, I will grind this stuff even more. Ta-da! High beam. You can see both the halogen and the xenon LED go into high beam mode. The projector is mounted all the way now. And to make it waterproof, I ended up using Gorilla silicone, and I put it behind the projector. You can see there, and then I tighten it all together so that way it's waterproof. So when it gets rain, the headlight doesn't fog up. And for the shroud, I used the regular shroud. And then what I did is I trimmed it to where it fits, and on top of that, see, I put aluminum tape. I could have had that open, but the reason why I put aluminum tape, because the heat rises up and I didn't want it to burn the plastic. So it fits like that, and the aluminum tape, once inside, you don't see it. But even though you don't see it, I still covered it because the heat rises and it burns the plastic if you do not protect it. But other than that, this is how the shroud looks like. I already resealed the whole headlights. I resealed the back end of it. It could have been better, but I didn't have the right gloves. And then we'll just start plugging it in back. So we'll plug in the low beam. One is for the fan, one is for the actual LED. Then we connect the high beam. Now the next step is we'll connect the OEM high beam, which is this blue plug. And then we'll connect the turn signal, which is also the original plug. Next step is we'll have to tuck the wires in, so we'll plug it in the original clip. Now the low beam, the factory low beam, you let that dangle. That's your backup. If you want to go back to stock, just pick up the wires, put them inside, and install the headlight. It's in its place. Another one goes right here. Like so.